Yeah, what up, Detroit?
I am Jamie Kelly, and I am the owner-artist of Streettrendz Metal Art. Streettrendz Metal Art started back in 2015. I always was interested in automotive culture, loved Jesse James and like Orange County Choppers, and I always thought welding was just a cool skill, a really cool talent. I always wanted to get into it, knew nothing about it, and then the dealership I was working at, they got a welder, and I just messed around. I had an idea of making an elephant for my yard, just some lawn decoration. Didn't know anything about welding. Put it together myself with no experience, and I think the first time I tried to move it, it fell apart. 9 years later, and the business it's been pretty good. I would have never projected to see this now that I'm sitting in my 1,800 square foot shop where, I weld every day. And I've done some bucket list things, including setting up at Barrett Jackson, and making some pieces for some cool people that I followed and stuff like that online. And I've gotten some cool experiences and met a lot of people that I've become friends with because of this. So I've been wanting to do the Detroit World of Wheels for a long time. I haven't done a show since Barrett Jackson, which was 2019. I've always wanted to do the Detroit World of Wheels since I started doing this, and this year I finally said, let's do it. Should be a good time going out there with my boys. Tony Torres, Mr. Summer Sendoff. He's one of the guys that has pushed me from the start. He's actually got the Summer Sendoff car show was the first show I've ever actually set up it and displayed my stuff. He just said, just do it, just see what happens. So he's been a big supporter, with the Summer Sendoff show. And my buddy Mike is going to be, coming along for the ride too. So I got some help.
I'm Tony, one of Jamie's close friends, and we're getting ready to go to Detroit World of Wheels.
How you doing? My name's Mike. I'm a friend of Jamie's. Always intrigued by his work. Looking forward to this Detroit trip.
All right, so it's the Thursday before we leave. Today's going to be pretty much my last day of welding. I've been welding at least 6 days a week, every day since Christmas. So I'm at the point where I'm pretty burnt out. I'm just exhausted. It's a lot of work that people don't see. They think it's just a couple welds and I sell something online, but it's a full-time job. I love it, but it definitely takes a toll. So I got some new gas, some supplies today, and it's almost 10 o'clock, and I'll probably be out here till 5:30. So see what I can get accomplished. I got some stuff on the table already laid out.
When I think of World of Wheels, I think of a mixture and a variety of cars, sections of rat rods, muscle cars, imports, race cars, just a variety of automotive guys.
Well, first World of Wheels I attended, I believe I was 7 or 8 years old. I was sick as a dog, but I asked my dad if we could go to the World of Wheels, and he took me, and I was hooked ever since. So what do I think of World of Wheels when it comes to mind? Definitely hot rods, muscle cars, anything obviously with a big motor.
World of Wheels in Boston was like my Super Bowl of the year. I loved it. I went all in on World of Wheels Boston. Welding almost every single day for 2-3 months, and then lugging it all out there, driving 11 hours, setting up, trying to get some rest, and then it's just 3 days of go, go, go. So it's it's a lot of work, and hopefully the end result is worth it. And I mean, I enjoy it regardless. I'm all burnt out. I'm all done now.
Anxious, excited, exhausted, madman.
Numerous phone calls. Me trying to talk him down off the ledge. Definitely informing him that I think you have enough, even though he went and did more. Jamie is an all-around good guy. He's definitely devoted to this. He sets his heart out there on this stuff. So my hat's off to him. I think he's really doing something cool here. I'm just glad I get to go along for the ride.
Dealing with Jamie up until this event has been, I mean, when we see him, because he's like in the garage working 24/7, I mean, tired, exhausted, but excited and nervous and I guess a bunch of emotions, but he needs to sleep.
Wow. I'm exhausted. I'm nervous and I'm excited. It's a weird feeling because I think I'm going to have a good time. I just hope all the work that I'm doing is worth it.
I wish I could be a fly on the wall for this show because I think this is the very first show without me being present. I'm intrigued to see how he does do this show because the last tons of shows that we've done, it's definitely me doing a lot of the talking, but he knows his stuff because, I mean, he does it.
So 1 week from right now, the Autorama is going to open to the public, and I'll be all set up with my stuff. Another really cool thing that I'm excited about heading out there to Detroit is there's going to be like 17 or 18 Lincoln Continentals, all from they got a big following around the country. It's really big in Detroit. So they're going to be setting up. So, obviously as a fan of the Lincoln Continental, I got mine. So that's my 64. I'm not going to bring the car, but there'll be a bunch of cars out there. It'll be cool to check out and actually put faces, names to people that I talk to online. So it'll be pretty cool. Another really cool thing about that is Detroit is the home of Mob Steel, Detroit Steel Wheels, which is my favorite wheel. Mob Steel is the entire reason I even bought my car and my truck. So it'll be kind of cool to maybe meet up with those guys, say hi. Maybe they'll come through at the show. They're one of my favorite teams of building. That's the whole reason that I even got this car in the first place, because I found Mob Steel and I loved what they were doing, and I said I want to get one of those.
It's an inconvenience and it's a nuisance, but it's nice looking, but it never runs.
What was my first expectation with letting Jamie set up at our car show? Just a friend looking to get his business off the ground. There was a point in time where I was getting my car show off the ground. So, why not let one of my friends get his business off the ground with something that he helps with? So it just made sense.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours, bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you.
I have a friend of mine that owns a body shop, and when his pit bull had passed away, Jamie had made a replica of Chopper. So I was very fond of the dog. So when I go and visit my buddy at the body shop, I get to visit Chopper every day, even though he's no longer with us. So yeah, Chopper would be my favorite piece.
There you go. I got you guys gifts.
With his logo.
You got it.
Gotta wait.
These are fucking custom made. Take that. Oh shit, take it.
I get it.
All right, tell me what you think.
Oh shit.
Exclusive. New drop. Exclusive.
Yeah, buddy. You know what? My boy knows me a little too well.
Both arms. Got them on both arms.
That's
Oh,
freaking
yeah.
awesome. I'll be riding with this bad. Oh, look, even better. Even better.
I was gonna say I
love this
the
kid.
Honda one on the side.
Fuck yeah.
Love this kid. That's
There you go,
awesome.
custom sweatshirts.
That's dope.
See, now I should have got power and fucking put that up on the ceiling. Oh shit, watch this. Like Puff Daddy.
Every move I make, every single day, every time I pray, I'll be missing you.
If you're from the area, they're going to know Jamie for his international truck. That's always talked about whenever he takes it to a car show, cruise night, things of that nature. But at the end of the day, he's got his metal art all over that, so people are always intrigued and always ask questions.
I think it'll be the black Lincoln back there, his rat rod truck, and mostly the piston figures. I feel like he has quite the variety that's what everyone knows.
Piston figures. They just, sometimes I can't keep up with them. People want them, people buy multiple. Usually if people buy one, they usually eventually buy more. And I've done every variation that you could think of. I mean, a lot of people are doing pistons, but they're not doing them the way I do them. You know, I make sure every one of those pistons has like a personality behind it. You know, anybody can make some holes and put a piston on a body, but I think, you know, when you look at mine, they really, really have character and they really stand out. I just don't think anybody's doing it the way that I'm doing it. I keep them different. You know, I try to do something I haven't seen. Like when I came up with that 10 millimeter guy, I mean, as a mechanic, everybody always knows the 10 millimeter, you can never find it. You just can't. So to make a guy like a drug dealer almost, hey, I got your 10 millimeters. Everybody loved that. I got so much positive feedback off of that. People messaged me like, oh my God, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Immediately I sold 3 of them. People wanted them. You know, it's just something different. So when you have a space like artwork to be able to do something that somebody hasn't seen before, I think it's saying a lot, you know? So that's what I'm gonna continue to do. I'm gonna try to do stuff that you've never seen before. So it's Sunday morning. I just got out of work, working on the trains, leaving downtown Boston right now. It is 7:55 a.m. Now I'm on vacation. I'll go home. I gotta do a brake job this morning, which is something I'd rather not do right now. Kind of want to just chill. My day today, I planned on just having a family day on Sunday. Then it's just packing. So today is Sunday morning. Monday, I'll finish packing my stuff that I need. Tuesday, I pick up the van. Wednesday, it's go time. I'll leave it. Got 11-hour drive. All right, final day. Gonna paint my shelves. They're dirty as hell. Those should be black. All of these pistons, those are gonna get packaged up. All this random stuff on the table, that's gonna get packaged up. Everything else is already packaged. It's Sunday, I just worked all night. Just did a brake job. Fixed an exhaust on another car. And now I'm back to metal stuff. So what I'm doing here now is the shelves that I had to like display the figures and stuff like that and pieces. This is what they look like. Normally, it's kind of unattractive. So what I did was put a nice Rust-Oleum black, so they look nice and clean. And I think the black backdrop behind the silver pieces or the gray pieces, whatever you want to call it, the steel, it makes it really pop. So I think that little stuff like that, little subtle stuff, really changes the look of all the pieces.
So from the first World of Wheels, I mean, it was like the smallest little booth, but he was so excited, ready to go. But I feel like the quality of his work has just really improved and has grown tremendously.
So I used to be really, really fast. I could bang pieces out left and right. And now I'm finding myself not as fast as I was, but the quality is 10 times better. And I guess, when it comes to stuff like this, you want quality over quantity, and that's what I've been doing, because now I step back and I'm just like, wow, this is way better than when I started. And I almost feel bad for some of the people some of you guys that bought those pieces, hit me up. I'll hook you up on a new one, because I kind of feel bad. So it's kind of crazy. I wrapped up welding yesterday. I was burnt out, my eyes hurt, my hands hurt, and so I was just going to say I was done. I was a little bit unsatisfied because I felt like I did a lot of work, and I just didn't have that satisfied feeling like I was complete. Like I just felt like I needed more. Kind of bummed. And then today I got a message from Adam, the owner of Mob Steel and Detroit Steel Wheels, which was kind of it was unexpected, and it was pretty cool, because I've followed that garage for a long time. I've followed that shop for a while. So he hit me up, and they need to give a celebrity award for the basement at the Detroit Autorama, and instead of just giving some cheap ass plastic trophy, he asked me if I would make the trophy for them. So even though I was planning on not working today, now I'm going to be out here, and I had to bang out a trophy to give these guys, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty honored to do that. I never would have thought that I'd be making the guys that I've been following for years a trophy, but it's a pretty cool opportunity. I'm really excited about it.
Jamie's most excited about getting to make the trophies for Mob Steel. I think that was such a cool experience for him, because he has been following them for a very long time and he loves them, and I mean, he has a lot of their wheels on his cars. So the fact that he was able to do that for them and he gets to actually meet them, I think that's what Jamie's most excited about.
So yesterday I ended the day on a real low note where I really didn't feel good about the last day of welding. I had like a writer's block, welder's block, where I just couldn't think of anything to weld. I drew just a blank. So today I feel very accomplished. I feel like I got done a lot. So this is the trophy. Here's the trophy that I made for them. They're going to put a plaque here, and they'll give this out at the Autorama. This was an idea that I had already been working on about making a Detroit steel wheel, so I kind of make a second choice trophy in case he liked this one better. And he did, and they're going to put it in the showroom or in the office, wherever. So he wants that for himself. So these will be going to Detroit, and they'll be going over to them. But at least I feel good about my last day of welding, so now I can start packing up. And my last 2 days, I just want to rest because I am beat. So now I'm officially done.
Do I have any favorite pieces that Jamie's has done? The Gremlin that he made me, the Freddy Krueger one's pretty cool. The Jason, he did Jason Voorhees. Some of the guns are really, really cool. The dogs. For his wedding, I was in the wedding party. He made me, I had a pit bull dog, and he made me like a miniature pit bull dog, which I thought was pretty cool. So those are the ones that stand out to me the most.
These are all my piston figures that I'm bringing. I think I got about 32 of them. I think it's the most I've ever made at one single time. Now I'm really amped up for this, so I'm pretty pumped. I never would have thought that we'd be going to Detroit.
I think this is going to be a good trip. We got a couple of surprise things that he just informed me about, so we're going to go and get to check out Mob Steel. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully going to be able to make some friends as well as business along the way for him. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm want to see what the outcome's going to be.
I wish I could be there. I definitely wish Mina could go. But we're cheering for you. You just need to be very proud of yourself and just look around when you get there and just be like, holy crap, I fucking did it. This has been such a big idea in his mind for a very long time. And I'm just so proud that he put his dreams into real life, and it's just great and amazing, and I'm just so proud of him.
All right, we got our vehicle for Detroit. This thing's gonna be hurting. I got the van. I got a minivan because U-Haul wanted like $3,400 to rent a van, a truck from them, a box truck. Or I could save $1,000 by doing, getting a van here, driving out there, and then getting another van out there and loading everything. Because I guess one-way trip cost less for them. So it's stupid. But we're gonna make do. This was $600, and we're gonna load this fucking van to the brim. The way I typically do Boston every year is the day after Christmas. Everything after that, I'm welding for World of Wheels in Boston. Boston's World of Wheels is typically like the second to last week in March. Detroit World of Wheels is the first week in March, which I didn't really even think about that. So I'm welding the day after Christmas. I already lost pretty much a month. I lost, 3.5 weeks of welding, which is big. So I would have started maybe after Thanksgiving or even the beginning of December. So now it's 3 o'clock. I'm done. I got everything broken down. I got everything ready to put into the van. Now I'm going to meet up with my boy, get my hair cut so I look fresh. After that, I got dinner with my girls. I was still taking orders, so every time I would make something, it would sell a lot of the time. Another issue I had was with my Etsy shop. I tried to put my Etsy shop into vacation mode, and it wouldn't allow me to do it for some reason. It kept saying contact Etsy, which I never did. I didn't think anything of it. The week of World of Wheels, my Etsy shop sells 7 items. My Etsy shop hadn't sold any items since Christmas. The week of World of Wheels, I sold 7 items. So now I'm on my way to World of Wheels. I have 7 items that I am bringing with me that are sold now. So I end up having to sell them. I sold some of them there and then I remade them. But if I was to do it again, I would contact Etsy and put my shop into vacation mode. All right, so now I got the van. I'm gonna eat my quality sauce pizza, and then I'm gonna load all this stuff up. Hopefully in there with no problems. All right, what are you doing?
I'm putting some lip gloss on.
For what?
For I can look beautiful.
You gonna look beautiful?
Yeah.
I like your Paw Patrol sunglasses.
Thank you.
Where are we going?
We're going to the bakery.
No, we're going to Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
What are you gonna get?
I want to go. We're going to get rainbow cake.
Okay. Let me see your dress. Oh wow, it's so pretty. Philomena, where's Daddy going next week?
Daddy going to a trip.
For what?
For we can see animals.
No, Daddy's going to a car show.
Yeah.
What's Daddy do at the car show?
Daddy works on trains.
No, Daddy's selling his metal.
Yeah.
Do you like Daddy's metal?
Yeah.
What does Daddy make?
He makes bluey.
Yeah. What else?
Nope.
You don't know anything else?
No.
Do you like Daddy's work?
Yeah.
Is it pretty?
Yeah.
All right, so now it's about 2 o'clock. I'm beat. I just loaded up that whole minivan, and we have just enough room for my bags. So all I got to do is slap the racks and the tables on the roof, and then I'm done. So I'm gonna celebrate with a beer and a cigar and chill, because that is finally, all the stressful stuff is finally complete. So now it's just pack my clothes and take an 11-hour drive. So next stop, Detroit.
The big three. Ford, Chevy, Dodge, all those guys. We're going to be right in the heart of Motor City. I'm really excited to get out there, and even after the show, maybe be able to get out and walk around the city and see what's what. But it's the city. It's, you know, the city of motors and everything else. So I'm definitely looking forward to that.
All right, we're all loaded. There we go. I have enough room just to put my cooler, my bag, and me and my buddies. Hopefully I come back with none of this.
Crammed everything in there like sardines.
You know what? All in all, for as many miles as we put on that vehicle, we did not have anything go wrong once.
Nothing broke.
Nothing broke. Nothing fell. That was a good pack job, Jamie. That was a really good pack job.
The pack job for the trip was insane. All right, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to stay up as long as I can because my plan is to sleep all day, and like I'll crash all day, wake up, and then I got the 11-hour drive, which we're doing overnight. So I am packed. I am jam-packed. All right, so this is from the front seat. So here's the back. I literally cannot put anything else in here. I mean, I just squeezed in gloves, squeezed in everything. So let's see where my buddy would be sitting. We are to the brim, like I said. So it's gonna be tight. Hopefully we don't have this much stuff coming back. All right, sometimes I go a little overboard and try to just do things that I think is funny. So right now I'm getting this minivan ready for the summer send-off car show. I'm sure Tony will like this. Ah, motherfucker. All right, there we go. The official summer send-off caravan on our way to Detroit. All right, when you come to summer send-off, you only get the best.
I'm looking to see what everybody's reaction is going to be to the stuff that we're bringing. Obviously, I'm looking forward to going and see some cars, but I'm really there for Jamie and what's going on. I want to make sure that everything goes smooth, try to help him out as much as we can, and I want to see what everybody's reaction is to his stuff.
I did manage to get the tables and the racks on the top. So this tailgate actually shuts perfect. So I measured everything before I started making stuff. Keep in mind, I didn't stop making stuff until after Christmas. So I didn't think I was going to have this much stuff. So I had a Chrysler Pacifica, and this thing was loaded to the brim. Like, you couldn't fit another bag in there. Mike showed up with 2 backpacks, and I laughed because I said that's not going to fit. And I'm serious. That was like, we barely got those in, I think. This is the most stuff I've had. You know, thank God when I was 17, I worked for a moving company, so I can pack pretty good. But there it is, packed. We look like we're slammed. With a difference in that, you know. So I'm 4 hours out. Everything's packed. I just did a couple last minute errands, grabbing some, you know, Gatorades and some snacks and stuff like that. It's go time. I went and grabbed a Hoonigan sticker for the windshield. You know, give this van a little bit of character. And now we have an 11-hour drive. I'm gonna go home, start packing my bag because I haven't done that yet. Eat dinner with the wife, say goodnight to my kid, and then I'm off.
You got a fast car, and I want to take it to anywhere. Maybe we make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere.
Yes and no. Yes, because I get to go and spend it with 2 really good friends of mine. No, because we got to drive 11 hours. We're going to be going out to Detroit, showing off Jamie's stuff, and letting these guys know what he does over here in Massachusetts.
Yeah, but wait till you see this minivan.
I mean, it doesn't look low.
Tony didn't even see it.
Oh
my God, that's funny.
Did you see the front?
The SSO, yeah.
No, the windshield.
I am not looking forward to the drive. It's about an 11-hour drive there. I think it'll be more exciting to get there, but on the way home, I'm not looking forward to that drive. Not at all.
So it's about 8 o'clock, 8:30, 8:30. What's today? Wednesday, right? We're leaving for Detroit right now. About to hop in this badass. Look at this thing. People are gonna see us coming. So we're taking the rental. About to drive 11 and a half hours off to Detroit and set up this scrap metal. So I'm feeling nervous. I got a lot of anxiety right now and a lot of Red Bull.
Road trip. Let's go. I want to get there and go see some cars. Let's go. Let's do this. I'm stoked for Jamie. I want everything to go smooth for him. He's freaking out. We got to go and hit the road, though. Peace out. Next time you see us, hopefully we're in Detroit.
8:30 on Wednesday. The day's here. We're leaving for Detroit. We'll see you guys soon.
Okay, all seriousness, no, dude, I'm really pumped. I'm real excited about this. I think that Mob Steel thing, I had to make the trophies for Mob Steel, talk to Adam on the phone about that. I'm pumped for that. That's probably the coolest thing I think I've gotten to do since I've been doing this. So not excited about this road trip, but I am excited a little bit. But I just want to get to Detroit now. That's all I want to do. Get to Detroit, and then, like I told Tony, once we're all set up and we're going to grab dinner, I'm going to order a drink. I'm going to be the most relaxed person you've ever seen in your entire life. Watch.
Let's go. Yeah.
Fucking Jamie.
Dude, look at that. Look at that. The ride there, horrible.
Goddamn roof rattled all the way there.
Paper towels.
Oh, son of a bitch.
$7 paper towels.
You gotta explain that.
We see the van, and I was like, holy shit. Did you take this thing for a ride? Because there's a lot of weight in this thing. He said, no, it's fine. Jamie said, no, it's fine. I'm like, all right. And we get in the van. We didn't even get off the street.
30 seconds into the road trip.
And you already hear the straps vibrating.
Roof flexed the whole time, and it sounded like we were in a helicopter. Mike told me, make sure you get pool noodles. I thought the pool noodles were so I didn't damage this car that I didn't care about. They were actually for the vibration in case something shook, so that we wouldn't hear it.
We were like, shit, man, what's going on? So Jamie put the tables and the racks on top of the roof of the truck instead of having something in between. So we got down the highway a little bit, ended up in Walmart, bought yoga mats, and had to take everything off of the roof.
We had to stop at Walmart. I bought yoga mats.
Put the yoga mats on.
Kept them rolled up.
Didn't even open them. Just stuffed them there, strapped it down, which I returned, and I got my $45 back.
Put the yoga mats on, put everything on, and then we got down a little bit further. It was still rattling.
I had to run a ratchet strap through the vehicle. The ratchet strap, which was right here, was shaking like this, and with the wind, sounded like a harmonica. Doing that, the front doors stayed open like this. So we shut the door, but the top of them stayed open like that. So we had wind noise for 12 hours.
Jamie buys paper towels to put in the side of where the straps were to keep it from rattling even more. And it ended up being $14 for 2 rolls of paper towels. So
Somewhere on the highway, there's a mate to this one.
one of them made it to Detroit, the other one did not. So we had to keep this as a keepsake from our 2024 road trip. Never forget.
All right, it is 10:06. And we're about 5 hours out. So, almost there. Almost there. So we had doors open, harmonicas blowing, roof kind of flexing a little bit, but it was a bad pack job. I mean, it was a good pack job. It was a bad experience riding with the pack job.
Then turn left.
Right, here we go.
After we drop everything off, that minivan is gonna be like sigh of relief like this.
All right, now
It's gonna spring.
where are we at? We're Cleveland,
Ohio.
Ohio. Place sucks. This place sucks. Ohio is the worst place I've ever driven through in my life. It's so boring. I was driving like this. Mike was in the front. There's Tony's in the back like that. Like everybody, we could barely fit in this car. But I mean, we made it. Putting stuff on the roof, I think, was the worst idea.
Welcome to Detroit City. I said, welcome to Detroit City.
We're here. Fuck yeah. Tony, you good?
We're here, yep.
Once we got to Detroit, I just wanted to unload. I just wanted to get there and just unpack and then just relax. And once I unload, everything's all set up. We're going to go out to dinner and I'm going to sit down and you're going to see me as like the most relaxed person that you have ever seen.
Oh my God. Mister, you're going to see me set up. I'm going to be a different person. I'm going to be so relaxed. Not. Absolutely not.
I was wrong. I was stressed out this whole fucking trip.
5 Red Bulls you said? 5 Red Bulls, 6 Red Bulls, and a 5-hour energy drink.
6 Red Bulls and then a 5-hour energy drink.
Oh, geeked out on Red Bulls and 5-hour energy. His eyeballs were on springs.
Rolling in was different than normal. We actually got in really fast, which I was very surprised.
I didn't even think of that.
When it comes to these shows, I have a vision in my head of like how I want the booth to be set up. I think the setup was a little bit more hectic than I thought, and I think the 14-hour drive there, frustrated with that, kind of added to that.
I'm used to it because I've done the World of Wheels in Boston with Jamie, so I know how he can be. Mike has not. So
Love him. I do love him.
The setup was a little bit hectic.
Jamie gets out the car, parked, and complete meltdown. And Mike just stood there and was like, I don't know what to do. Jamie's just pulling boxes out, pulling racks off, pulling tables off. No sense of like, hey, let me set this up first.
Everything in the van was kind of crammed in, so I couldn't really take it out and lay it out and see where I wanted to put stuff. We also arrived later than I had expected.
It was just throw everything on the floor.
I didn't know where to turn.
And then figure it out.
I actually turned to Tony and said, I don't want him getting mad because I'm not doing anything.
Tony is a little bit familiar with it. Mike isn't really familiar. Mike really wants to help, but the biggest help for me would be just to kind of stand back and just kind of let me go.
Oh, son of a bitch.
now we're in an old railroad station, eating dinner.
Starving. That 16-hour ride was no joke.
Yeah, you guys drove a lot.
You're welcome.
I drove the whole time.
I offered.
By the way, he drove all the way to Detroit, and he was up for 32 hours?
Something like that.
I mean, as a spectator, I wish I had more time to walk around and actually look. The first night when we got there, once we were all unloaded, we went and grabbed food and came back. And I got to walk around a little bit and check it out. Yeah, night before it starts. Exhausted. All right, here we are. Big day tomorrow. So we're getting kicked out. But here's all the metal. It's 2 months of work. So see what happens tomorrow. I'm exhausted. I've been up for over 30 hours. The hotel was horrible.
He had to go there. I was just glad that we weren't sleeping in the van.
Might have been better if we slept in the van.
I don't know. That would be very debatable.
Did you see the water?
I know.
I don't know what's going on out there. That water is gross. They have the dirtiest water I've ever seen. Let me see that. This is Michigan water. This is what happens. This is Michigan water. Oh! Dude, what the fuck?
The water, yeah, it looked like coconut water.
Everybody told me to get this hotel. It was the GM headquarters. Hotel was beautiful.
Cool as hell. Definitely the lobby
Was
down
it the Earnhardt
Yep,
race cars? They have a lot of cars on display.
Yep. Aside from the ginormous LCD screen that they have in the GM building, a lot of cool cars, and of course, personal favorite of mine, there was a Dale Earnhardt car.
Messed up the reservation.
Messed up the reservation. We got one bed room as opposed to the 2-bed room that we were supposed to have.
They had a tattoo convention. They had a wrestling, like a high school wrestling convention.
And then everybody from the car show.
They were overbooked and they messed up my reservation. So they gave my room away. Then they gave us a crummy room with 1 bed for 3 guys. The room smelled like complete shit. Smelled like mildew. Smelled like wet towels. Gross.
Very confusing. Very confusing hotel.
The hotel was horrible. I probably wouldn't stay there again. It looks beautiful. The GM headquarters. All right, need a little breakfast before we head over to the World of Wheels. All right, so we were told it opens to the public at 12, but if you're in the show, you can come at 11, and it is 10. Already packed.
You don't see something here and you think of it? Give him a holler, man. He's on Instagram, Facebook.
The booth setup was great. Detroit was cool. Another really cool thing was to meet with my buddy Todd. Todd has one of the coolest rat rods I've ever seen. It is so nicely put together.
Todd and his car, as well as his brother and his father, all of those people, very nice.
They were all of them welcoming.
Yeah.
All of them.
Wicked welcoming.
Hey, I'm Todd Agus, here at the Detroit Autorama, World of Wheels. This is my 1930 Ford Model A sedan rat rod.
Just a really, really cool, down-to-earth hot rod guy.
Every little detail on that thing is you look at one thing and then you notice this. The car is so cool.
The small details like the air filter, the steering wheel, the grill, the front grill, the headlights, the outer door handles, the chain that I've added on the firewall cowl there, the metal on the windows, just little subtle stuff, the brass knuckle gas cap, Got a little bottle opener here. I got skull taillights in the back with the eyes light up. The list kind of goes on and on. You could probably look at this 10 times over and then see something different.
Todd's car is actually very over the top for a rat rod, and I will tell you, there's more rod than rat.
Todd has one of the most intricate pieces I've ever made. Craziest steering wheel I've ever seen in my life. I don't know how he drives it. I got in it. I couldn't see shit.
This is fucking crazy. Yeah, I couldn't fit in this. This is awesome though. How the hell do you drive this?
I could barely fit. But that car was awesome. And that was another cool thing because Todd was a customer who, you know, turned into a friend, and I felt like I knew that guy for years. He was such a cool guy, him and his brother and his dad. So that was another cool piece of going out to Detroit was, you know, these relationships you build with people. You feel like you know them for years, and then you actually meet them, and they're just as cool. So that was another cool experience.
I give that guy the biggest props on that thing. Sorry that it broke. Glad I was able to help and get that thing so you can get it back up on the trailer.
All right, there's Tony.
Tired.
Tony's tired.
Tired. Being hurt.
Here's the booth. There we go. We got everything. It is it's about 2 o'clock. I feel like we've been here for an hour. Sold a good amount of stuff already. Not even halfway through the day. So if you're around, check us out. Detroit World of Wheels.
You can have any beer you want as long as it's a curl.
We're supposed to be being professionals. Working.
I'm relaxing now. I'm being calm. I'm being relaxing.
Supposed to be professional, and you're over here drinking on the job. What an idiot.
Detroit Autorama, day one. We had a good day. Sold a bunch of pieces. Sold the dog. Sold the big dog, big gun. And of all the shows that we've done, that's been the first day that we've had. So tomorrow's supposed to be a really good day. Very excited, very pumped. Can't wait. Got my man purse ready. We're going. All right.
Must be nice.
Come on.
Must be nice. Must be nice.
There we go.
Record breaking first day.
All weekend.
Yeah, right there. Must be nice.
Ah, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck? All right, we got it. Detroit. All right, here we go. Here we are, day 2, Detroit Autorama. Waiting for a good day.
Another really cool thing was walking around and seeing people that I don't know wearing my sweatshirt. It was the craziest thing. I seen 2 people wearing Streettrendz sweatshirts as I was walking, and I'm just like, that was such an odd feeling. Like, these people live across the country. I don't know who they are, but they follow me and they happen to order sweatshirts. Best part of the show, for me personally, I think it was being involved in the Mob Steel Trophy. The fact that, you know, Adam called me and said they want to have me build their trophy was unbelievable.
Emma, the PR person, super nice.
Okay, so everybody knows that Adam is going to be judging the Extreme Pick tomorrow at Autorama down here in the basement. But we've got like the most epic trophy ever. Jamie from Streettrendz Metal Art, look at this.
There you go. This is a piston figure from Streettrendz Metal Art, and this is Adam's gonna be giving this out to some lucky winner.
Yeah.
As his pick of the day at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Check it out. Like, the detail's insane. And you got your whole booth here this weekend.
I'll be here all weekend selling the pistons and the guns and the metal art.
Yeah, the good
Definitely
stuff.
come through. Anything you need, anything you don't see, I can make it for you.
Yeah,
So,
that's right. Sweet. Thank you. I'm so excited.
It was just a cool feeling to see, a company that you've admired for so long take interest in what you're doing.
Adam, very cool guy. For a guy that's an owner, he's very hands-on.
Adam, Steve, Emma, like all those people are so cool to me. Like they're just such good people, and they were so down to earth.
The Mob Steel team is cool.
Anybody that has a business as big as that can take time out for 3 guys that are from Massachusetts and say, hey, come on in and check everything out. Guys are all right in my book.
I really enjoyed it. It was nice meeting them.
Our next presenter, Adam Janai, owns a company called Detroit Steel Wheel and Mop Steel. Has focused his efforts in American-made manufacturing through these companies, Detroit Steel Wheel and Mop Steel. Mop Steel started as a one-bay garage with a welding bench and a mission to celebrate the automotive industry. Mop Steel creates unique rides, and the name has grown into a worldwide brand, including a television series with that same mission, giving life to the Detroit Steel Wheel Company. Adam and his team value character and work ethic above all, aiming to celebrate the city of Detroit as the historic birthplace of the automotive industry. Adam Janai.
Thank you. So this is another job that we want. So when we get asked to go judge something, I really don't like it because I like so many different vehicles, and tonight our pick became about just coming in here and being flattered by the support of our businesses that we've created here, from wrenching on classic cars to now manufacturing wheels, and we see them all over this place. So it really became the theme. As we walk in here, we're so flattered by all the support that Detroit Steel Wheel Co. Mob Steel gets by all these beautiful Lincolns and steel wheels and stuff everywhere. It wasn't like this 20 years ago. So we've really seen the landscape change down here.
My friend building awards for Mob Steel, giving those away, that was pretty cool.
We wanted to give this award made by Streettrendz. Thank you very much for these beautiful awards. And this is going to somebody who supported our wheel company when we launched it from the very get-go. This was the first car that had a set of Detroit Steel wheels on it in this building. And it's still here today. And this car has transformed. He's made changes to it. He's made it new and cool. And he still hasn't changed the wheels, and we love this guy for it. Thank you, everybody here that supported Mob Steel and Detroit Steel Wheel Co. It's really the customer's company. We're here for you guys. We're here to manufacture here. We're here to do it right. And we appreciate the support, and most of the support from this guy, Greg Peterson. He's at the 61 Buick Invicta. It's the only one. It's beautiful. And everybody here that does it. Thanks, guys.
Fanny pack ain't empty, cuz.
All right, so we're back here for day 3 of World of Wheels Detroit. Yesterday was day 2. We had a great day, moved a lot of stuff. I see a lot of open shelf space, which was good. So far, so good. I'm enjoying the show. Got to meet up with Adam and Steve from Mob Steel. Had a nice conversation with them. We'll be hitting the Mob Steel shop tomorrow on our way home. But so far, so good. I'm enjoying it. I think this is a very good outcome from what I wanted to do. So staying good. I'm hearing a lot of comments. The best comments of the show. Every time I go to one of these shows, I love listening to the people, because the stuff that people say. There was a group of kids, maybe from like a Votech school, maybe 14, 15, I don't know. They were young kids, and they were looking at all the little dogs, and they were like, man, these welds look like shit. Kids criticizing my welds. Why would you pay that much money for this? Is all junk. I have this.
I have the parts at home.
Right,
I could do
there
this.
you go. They're in my backyard.
I have all this stuff at home. I could do this. and they ran off as if they were going home to weld right now. Another lady was saying, you know, tells her husband, oh yeah, we have all this. We're going to stop doing this. Like, it's just something you just do. My favorite one of the whole trip was, one kid said, looking around, and he said, I could do this. I just got to learn how to weld.
I could do this. I just need to learn how to weld.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like step one, weld. You can't even do step one. That's like me looking at a plane and being like, I can do that. I just got to learn how to fly. You know, it's not that simple. You got to have the ideas in your brain. You got to be able to do it, and you got to know how to weld. And I got a really good tip that this figure right here, I should do this again, but use only 10 millimeters. So keep it up, Detroit. You know, seeing all those Lincolns, which was awesome, and just some of the cars that I follow online and on Instagram, actually seeing them in person was kind of crazy. You know, I'd walk up and be like, looking at a car, I'm like, oh, I follow this guy. This is pretty cool.
Seeing him in a small area at an outdoor car show to now one of the biggest car shows in the United States, set up shop, seeing everybody like oohing and ahhing about his metal art.
All the foot traffic was incredible.
People buying the pieces, like you see your friend actually like really doing something that he really set his mind to.
But one of the other favorite things of the whole show, the Detroit Lincoln Club had 17 or 18 custom Lincolns, you know, on display, which was probably the most Lincolns I've ever seen. In this area, I think I've maybe seen 3 or 4 at one show at one time, and that was a lot. Out there, they had amazing amount of Lincolns over there. I'm part of the Suicide Slabs online. I love the guys from the Raddies, and a lot of those guys were out there. That was really, really cool to actually meet the guys that, you know, I've been talking to all these years online. To actually see all those Lincolns in person there was just Lincolns for days. There was a whole wall of Lincolns, and then you turn the corner, and there was a whole nother wall of Lincolns. That was definitely one of the coolest things, to see all of those Lincolns. And you know, when I first bought that car, you didn't see them anywhere. So just to see that many out at a show representing, you know, the Suicide Slabs or Detroit Lincolns, that was really, really cool. Fuck that guy. What are your thoughts on Hector?
You're gonna ask that for real?
Yeah. They call me Hector. Got a last name too, but I can't pronounce it, so.
You didn't meet him.
Fuck that guy.
Oh, I experienced it.
We were at the hotel. We're about to head over to the venue, and I said to Tony, I was like, yo, that's Hector.
Cool. You know, we rode up on the elevator together.
I thought he was cool. Fuck that guy.
Talked. From the sounds of it, he went to the convention early, and he was just doing his thing.
When we got there, I walked by him again, said what's up. Later on that day, you know, Tony was like, oh, you should go get a picture with Hector, with the little piston guy, like I have done with everybody I've ever met, you know, celebrity-wise. Hector.
We went up there to just get a picture.
So, oh yeah, I just want to get a picture. And this guy said, oh, you're a business. I can't take a picture with you. Or I can take a picture, but it's going to cost you $250.
I can't believe that guy really did that.
You're gonna make me find out the hard way.
I didn't have a bad interaction with him, but...
So he wanted to charge me $250 to take a picture with him.
My buddy did.
Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Been living off the same movie for, 20 years. Fuck that guy. Hope he dies in the next one. Hope he crashes. Fuck that guy.
You're brave. You're brave.
Hector, bad move, man.
The mannequins. Love the mannequins.
There it is. They were supposed to keep this.
Yeah, shout out to the mannequins. Working hard out there.
Love the mannequins.
Love the mannequins.
I think when I started doing this 9 years ago. I don't think I would be here. I never thought this would, bring me to here. This is a very happy moment in my life right now. I just wish everybody could be here and enjoy with me.
Somebody says, I need 10 mil, sorry, I can't help you out. Well, you got one there, don't touch it. Don't go near the box.
The guy Dennis that runs the basement actually came up to me on day one. I had a big pit bull right in front of my booth. He asked me, "You have a price? Do you have a I didn't sell it price? I need to sell it price. What's your Sunday price for that?" I told him my price, and he said, "Okay." He goes, "What if I give you that right now? Can I have the dog? And you can hold it for the weekend." I said, "Yeah, absolutely." So, he paid me for the dog. I kept it there for the weekend.
Did you tell Jess? Must be nice, must be nice. Must be nice. Look at this. Must be nice.
So on Saturday, a lady came up to me and was looking at my booth, and she said, "Your stuff, I have it all over my house." I said, "Oh, really?" She said, "Yeah, do you remember so-and-so?" And I said, "I'm really bad with names." She said, "If you saw him, would you know him? He used to work for World of Wheels, and he used to go to the Boston show." I said, "Maybe." So she showed me a picture of him, and immediately I was like, "I know exactly who he is. I remember, I don't know his name. I know exactly who he was," because he was part of, when my wife got Steve Darnell to come over to my booth, he was with her, because my wife went up to Steve Darnell and said, my husband would really like you to come check out his work. And he told Steve Darnell, "Yeah, you really got to go check out his booth." And he came back. He was hanging out at my booth. Anytime I was in Boston, he would hang out at my booth because he always loved my stuff. She said, "I have your stuff all over my house. He loves it." And I said, "Oh, that's awesome." I said, "How is he?" She said, "Oh, he actually died a few weeks ago," which, now you don't even know what to say. That was such a horrible feeling. She's like, "But just so you know, he loved your stuff. I want to introduce you to his dad." I said, "Okay." So she came back, and the guy that she introduced me to was Dennis, the guy that had just purchased the dog. I was like, wow, that was so odd, because the father loved the dog. He recognized me when I registered, and I had an issue with registration, and he corrected it, and he fixed it. And then Todd had an issue with registration as well, and he ended up getting Todd in with me, because I wrote a little letter that said I wanted to have Todd with me in my booth. So it was pretty crazy story, I thought. Big comes full circle, where this guy who loved my stuff is no longer with us, but his dad ended up helping me out for a show out in Detroit where he was at, which just a cool story to me. Anyway.
Well, I'm just recording it. That's all right.
All right, there it is.
A great feeling again was, having people come to my booth, that are famous people or famous people in the automotive business. You have Kev Dog ran into Tony and recognized the Streettrendz shirt, which was pretty cool. And he told him that he was coming to check out my work. He actually came by and hung out for a bit, and we talked, and I showed him all the stuff that I was working on. And
Kev Dog stopped by the booth?
Yeah, Kev Dog. Hey, Kev, thanks for stopping by the booth, man. Appreciate that.
Pappy said, "Son, you're going to drive me to drinking if you don't stop driving that hot rod Lincoln."
he was interested in actually maybe getting a piece for his new house. That was cool because I've made him a piece before, So for him to actually come to my booth and look at it and see it all in person was pretty cool experience that, you know, he knew I was there and actually came to go see my stuff.
The bar was set really high for this show, and it actually met the bar.
I expected, you know, a really good, high quality show, and I think that was definitely there. You know.
I think the show was on a different level. I think this show by far topped all of them. And the mass span of the building, I couldn't believe how many cars were inside.
Very impressive. To see that many cars in one car show, very, very impressive.
As a show, unbelievable.
Yep, all right, so we just wrapped up the final day 3 at Detroit Autorama 2024. Had a great time. I think we had a good turnout, a lot of positive feedback. I think it was, all in all, it was a great positive experience. Aside from the ride getting here, I think we had a good time. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Must be nice, must be nice.
And the chaos begins.
Yeah, while they're living it up on Wall Street in that New York City town, here in the real world they're shutting Detroit down. Here in the real world they're shutting Detroit down.
Again, I'm very happy for Jamie that he did as well as he did.
So in Jamie's video, when we left the house, he said when we get to Detroit, he's gonna unpack, set up shop, and you're gonna see him the calmest that you've ever seen him.
I think I'm gonna be the most relaxed person you've ever seen in your entire life.
This is day 3, the night before we leave, after everything is all said and done, and now he's relaxed.
That was about the most relaxing that we've seen Jamie. I think he had like 2 or 3 drinks in him at that point. And they weren't Red Bull or 5-Hour Energy. They were actually alcoholic drinks.
Must be nice, must be nice, must be nice, must be nice.
Going to see the Mob Steel facility and Detroit Steel Wheels was awesome. You know, building the trophy for Mob Steel, to me, I thought that was one of the coolest things I've ever done so far.
Steve, when we went to the shop, which we got to go and see the whole inner workings of Mob Steel, thanks for all of that. That was really cool.
Yeah, I had a good experience over there, getting to see the cars.
Yeah.
And then a couple of prototype wheels that'll be out soon.
Yeah, that's going to be cool. That's going to hit the market soon.
Yeah.
Be ready for that. They got some really cool stuff on the horizon coming from there.
All right, we're back. Tuesday morning. We got back last night about 11:30. Now I have to unload this, get everything out of here, and have this delivered back in 25 minutes, or I get charged $25. So Here's my thing that I'm doing this morning. But overall, I had a good show experience, and I don't know, I'll have to think if I'm going to end up doing it again. But I'm proud of this thing. It made it. It made it with a lot of issues, but we made it. Thoughts on Mike getting all the pictures of this?
All right, I'm out.
Oh, the highway signs. Mike had one job. Sit in the front, take a fucking picture.
All right, so if my understanding is correct,
just get it out there. Just let me have it.
The passenger is supposed to be the person that is awake, like, you know, in charge of the radio, the directions, or whatever the case may be. State signs, take a picture. We're leaving different states, so I'm figuring, hey, we'll all just take pictures of the state signs. You know, we'll take pictures of the road so that when we put this collage together of all the different videos and pictures, you have welcome to New York, welcome to Pennsylvania, welcome to Michigan.
He missed every sign. Every sign.
I did get Michigan. I did get Michigan. But I lost all the other ones. Yep.
He missed everything.
Every single one of them.
On the way home. The way home.
Both these sons of bitches aren't going to let me forget this at all.
What have you done today besides nothing? You ain't done shit.
Jamie's like,
I own it.
Hey, Mike.
I was like, oh, here comes the Connecticut sign. Oh, yeah, here it comes. Here comes the Connecticut sign.
Welcome to Connecticut signs coming up.
Oh, you didn't get it? Oh, okay. And he's like, what? Huh? He missed every sign.
And the sign's over here, and Mike's...
I do not recall that, okay?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Sorry, I have no recommendation of
Do not recall any of that.
This Abdul
I do not
Hakiki?
No, I don't recall it.
You do recall it?
No, I don't recall that at all.
Yo, Mike missed the whole sign. He's looking this way, and the sign's over here.
I have not been able to live this down.
He'll never live that down, because we're going to mention this every single time.
The memes that Jamie has been sending me, first of all, he's a really mean bastard. I'm about ready to go into hiding. This is my friend.
Fuck you, Mike! Fuck you, Mike! Fuck you, Mike! Fuck you, Mike!
In Connecticut, there was a cross on the right-hand passenger side.
I didn't take a picture of the goddamn cross.
He took a picture of some big-ass cross.
And it was like purple.
I said, that thing is huge in the middle of nowhere, and it's lit up purple.
Had nothing to do with anything.
So he made sure to take a picture of the neon-lit cross, but not any of the states.
Every sign.
Which, by the way, this cross was in the middle of nowhere. I own it.
Overall, I'm so happy with it. I'm so glad I did it. It's something I've wanted to do for so long.
Absolute top-notch trip.
We had a successful show. I brought out so much stuff. I came back with a lot, but we sold a lot.
I'm really happy for Jamie, as I said. I'd do it again with these guys.
I'd definitely do the trip again.
It was just such a cool experience. I always wanted to just go to that show, so to go there and set up, and people know who I was and stuff like that, it was kind of just such a crazy feeling. But I had such a great experience. It was so cool to be able to share that with my buddies. I'm very thankful that they came, because they definitely helped a lot. It definitely helped a lot, because there was times where I was like just burnt out. There was times I didn't even eat, and Tony would show up and be like, hey, here's some chicken nuggets or whatever. Every time Mike would come by, hey, you want a water or something like that? Mike helped. Mike talked to a lot of people. Mike talked to a lot of people.
I'm just glad that he made me part of it.
You didn't even have to be talking to Mike. He was going to talk to you. But he definitely helped. He was my number one salesman.
I thought the show was good. I thought, spending time with my friends was cool.
Appreciated them coming and them helping me out, and just keeping me company as well. I got to thank Todd, because Todd, I had never been to Detroit. I didn't really know what to expect or where to go, and he guided me if I had a question, or if I needed somewhere to go or something like that. So it was pretty cool to have somebody there that could help me, that was experienced there.
I had a good time meeting the celebrities, seeing the cars that you see online.
And one other thing, Detroit, that people mover thing, that's a gaff. No, junk, no good. That you need to fix that.
But it was so fun, but it flew by like that. I feel like it was so long getting to there, and then it flew by.
We didn't kill each other.
We're close.
In the end of it all.
We were close.
We were close. It was a little stressful.
We had a great show, though. I loved it. Thanks for following Streettrendz Metal Art.
Must be nice. Must be nice.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Fucking, how many times did you say that?
He catch it every time. No, one more, and you turn it on. What did you think he was going to do?
All right, folks, that's right. It's the Big Swag, the voice of the legendary show Monster Garage, and I'm with my bro, Jamie Kelly. Now listen, I'm here to say you need to order some Streettrendz Metal Art. It's automotive art with an attitude, and it's simply badass. The next 100% unique piece of metal art is just around the bend. You better believe it.
Hello, Detroit. You've won my heart. Your renaissance and waterfronts give you a flair of your own. Irresistible you, again kissable you. You're alive with so much feeling, and I will always be there for you. I will say a little prayer for you. I will always care for you. Hello, Detroit. You've touched my soul. Thanks for the memories I cherish so. Winter soul, the Big D, hey, the Motor City.